It's been a little over 5 months since Jane came to the Avengers, and they finally released a new hero and a new Omega level threat. So let's take a look at them and see what's what. The Inhuman Resistance locates an island they believe to be A.I.M's cloning labs and leads an operation with S.H.I.E.L.D. to send the Avengers in to shut it down. The Avengers defeat MODOK and discover that in A.I.M's basement is the Winter Soldier, Bucky Barnes. Mechanically wise, it's nothing new. Dreadbots, Synthoids, Riotbots, rescue prisoners, hacking and pressure plates with very specific workings, MODOK fight, simple stuff. Except for those pressure plates. Don't be a dickhead and just run around fighting enemies, then leave on the first reset. They suck. Currently. Outside of power increase, your stats will not go up, and to add insult to injury, events do not give you higher gear than the previous 175. They have said, though, that they will be fixing the stats issue in a future update. The release of the OLT increases the power level to 185, meaning it is the only way to get to the new power cap. When I talked previously about a power increase, I just thought it would be upping the increase of everything else by 25. Cap at 200, raid and OLTs starting at 175, elite is 185 to 200. I'll feel better about the power level increase when they change the rewards to actually be better gear. After being freed from A.I.M, Captain America and Black Widow work with the Winter Soldier to help free his mind permanently from being controlled ever again. As opposed to Jane, there are some character cutscenes this time, along with some audio logs that bring in some great character moments for Bucky and Natasha.
Hey, it's Bucky, which you know. It's just when I saw you standing there, when you pulled me out of that facility, I couldn't... I couldn't believe it. And I don't really know what the protocol is for this. I mean, what did you do when you found out I wasn't dead, huh? They got greeting cards for congrats on your resurrection or something? This is coming out wrong. Holy crap, Steve. I went to your funeral, you know? And after you were gone, well, the Avengers just... they fell apart, you know, and I lost it. Nat went dark, and Thor turned into Mother Teresa. Stark lost his company, which, you know, that one was kind of fun to watch, I admit. But how did I get there? You know, without you to vouch for the former Russian super soldier, nobody would trust me. I mean, Hill was the only one who thought I might still be useful at all, so she sent me after every lead on a missing Inhuman she could. Even had me babysit her cat once or twice. You know, I think she was just trying to keep me busy, but I couldn't stop thinking about Tarleton being the last person to see you alive, and I needed answers, so I went after him. And, well, apparently that's how A.I.M picked me up. Gave me a false lead on his whereabouts, and the next thing I know, well, here we are, 2 years later. I don't know all the details yet of what I did for them, but what I have figured out is it's bad. Really bad. Like helping kidnap more Inhumans for their sick experiments. Bad. But this is the stupidest message. You know what? I'm sorry about all of this. We'll talk soon, okay? Face to face. Welcome back, Steve. Oh, and if I hug you a little too tight when we see each other next, no, I didn't. Okay? Yeah, bye.
I'm conflicted on this aspect. On the one hand, I do like him, but I've also noticed that he's very easy to knock out of combos, and it feels like sometimes he misses a hit in one of those combos, mostly in the raid against the smaller spiders. His intrinsic is confusing. If you watch the live stream where they broke down his kit, they made it sound like his intrinsic was like Black Panther's, except he pulls out a knife to use. That is what it is, by the way. It's just that is his overcharge, while using it normally has him use his arm like Cap's shield. His ranged arsenal is about what I expected. I'll talk about a bit more what they maybe should have been. when talking about his assault heroic, but it's not bad. I do wish they had modeled his gun after either the M4 or the M16, like they usually draw him with on comic covers or like he used in Cap 2, instead of this weird ass thing. To be honest, I thought they'd give him 3 different weapons: an assault rifle, a sniper, and 2 pistols, or have the assault be full auto or single shot. His assault, from an implementation standpoint, is kinda nonsensical. He calls it an airstrike, like a flare for it and everything. I think if it had been similar to Lady's double trigger gauge in Devil May Cry 4, pulling out grenades and tossing them around himself, that could have been way better, allowing players to get more charges out of it for less grenades, or have it be different types of explosives, or give him 2 pistols to use instead of the grenade launcher, and make his assault similar to Nat's Stinger / Panther's Spears, and have Bucky's assault be his grenade launcher, with the unlock later being more grenades. His ultimate's cool, it's just his version of Brooklyn Brawler, with an option in the upgrade tree to give him a bottomless clip. His support makes sense since he was supposed to help train Black Widow back in the day, and I like doing takedowns. He's got some good drip. Nothing I'm 100% satisfied with, like almost everyone else, and I'm sure that they'll add a costume to my liking sooner rather than later, hopefully. Generally speaking, I do like this, even if I'm annoyed with the OLT, and hope for updates in the future to tweak what can be changed. OLT rewards should be way better than this. Since the OLT should be played first, it should have come out on the Thursday before, just as a tease for Bucky's arrival to be a playable character. Most of my negatives with the OLT will be fixed in the future with patches and updates, but it doesn't feel like the power increase was worth it until they add another raid. And go with how I proposed the power increase could/should work. Oh, his support heroic is a tamed down version of Spy Bullshit Go, 10 out of 10 character.